Irvin is saying that Marriott doesn't even care about the truth.
Really?
Marriott doesn't really care about what's true or not, and that is, of course, also something that Marriott is denying. Um,
Really?
yeah, or not. So a
What?
lot of things play a role. So in this case, they went straight to or at least that's what Michael Irvin is stating, that they went straight to Marriott without uh,
To
doing
NFL.
to the NFL. What did I say?
Marriott.
Uh, to the NFL before conducting proper due diligence, right?
Mm.
Um, yeah. So, but in that case, there is a consequence. So, a couple of things that play a role. First, the judge will look at the actions of Marriott, but what's also important is whether there is a cause uh, connection,
Uh-huh.
a cause and consequence, whether the potentially unlawful actions of Marriott
Uh-huh.
um, caused a direct damage. Because the judge might say, "Yeah, Marriott, what you did was wrong," but you're not the one that's suspended, Michael. It was the NFL. So, and as I mentioned in another, at
Previous
least
show.
we mentioned in a previous show that Michaels is seemingly deliberately not or purposefully, tactically not suing the NFL, but
Mhm.
the NFL is the one that made the, the decision, and they still have him suspended to this day.
But to chiming into that, I think we talked about this. So guys, go take a look into that. But it's clear that I would say, but it's basically from outside or from the outside looking in. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a professional. We are not. You will have a better view on this because yeah, you're a lawyer in general, not an American lawyer, but a lawyer that understands how things usually work. If someone starts spreading certain information about you and your employer picks it up and suspends you, it still doesn't
Absolve you.
absolve the person who's spreading the information because it also influenced the public view of you, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking
So
about pure logic. I'm not talking about who's if
yeah,
man is guilty of anything. Just based on logic, you would say the person who's spreading the information, whether it's correct or not, that's the source. Whether and you cannot. That's where the problem starts. It's the core of the problem.
yeah, yeah. Well, um, that is true, which is also why we we talked about it
Mhm.
about Michael not suing the NFL as well. Because if you sue everyone, then the judge can say, okay, um, Marriott's liability ends here and the NFL's liability starts here. For example,
Mm.
now the judge can only say the Marriott's liabilities starts here and ends here, but it cannot say anything about the NFL because the NFL is not a party to the case.
Mm.
So, what Michael Irvin is accusing, so let's get to that part. And guys, remember to like the video, share it with your friends, family, and enemies, of course. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Uh, what Michael is claiming, amongst other things, is malice by
In the palace.
by no uh, no, shout out to Detroit Pistons, my team. They're at the bottom of the Eastern Conference Finals. Or not even the Eastern Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference, period. Number 15. Uh, rough times, rough times.
Bums. Why are we shouting out bums in our show, man? Let's
Well,
continue. Let's
but
continue.
so that's something. So Irvin is claiming malice, right?
Mm.
Malintent, which basically entails a reckless disregard for um, what's it called? So let's say the accusation, the validity of an accusation. Let's say, for lack of a better word. Um, so whether accusation is true or false, the falsity of the accusation. So basically, um, Merritt is saying that, at least Irvin is saying that Merritt doesn't even care about the truth.
Mm.
Merritt doesn't really care about what's true or not, and that is, of course, also something that Merritt is denying. Um,
Really?
yeah, despite not KR, Merritt is even denying that he's aware, or that it's aware of the fact that the witnesses called Irvin a jovial person. I mean, this
Are
is
they
public.
denying that? Are they denying that? Like Michael stayed there?
That they do accept.
Oh,
They do accept.
okay. That I do accept.
Yeah, but I
That,
mean, by this at this point, you know everything. I mean, this was on TMZ. It was spread around, but it's just ridiculous what the Marriott is
there
doing. But
are, yeah, there were multiple interviews about the key witnesses saying that he treated them pretty good.
yeah, yeah,
And you're saying that Marriott is denying this?
that's what Marriott is doing. Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.